turn of the century, and particularly around 1906, there was a culmination of things that were happening. Japanese were being shunted away from other areas like Hawaii. There had been the war between Japan and Russia a few years earlier, and so after that, there were a lot of them looking for work. And so there was a great increase in the number of people of Japanese descent coming over, as well as other people from Asia looking for work and so forth. And there was a lot of anxiety among certain people. So there was actually an anti-Asian riot in this area. You may have heard of it in 1907. And so a group of people went through Chinatown. They destroyed a number of stores there, and they came into Japantown as well. Although it seems that Japantown, a lot of people had heard about what was happening, and they were kind of ready. They had people on top of the roofs with stones and bottles and stuff, and managed to repel them from coming all the way through. There was some damage, and there was repercussions after that. But it was an indication that there were at least some people who were not happy about this increase in the number of Asians in this area. So different countries dealt with it in different ways, but Japan and Britain at the time had a relationship, and Britain being the proxy for Canada in that sense, they made a gentleman's agreement for Japan to limit how many people of Japanese descent would come to Canada. So they cut it down. This only applied to the Japanese men. And so after that time, after about 1908, then more women were coming over. So some men had come over just to work, and they already had families in Japan. They started bringing them over, and so they were able to settle. Now, some of you may have heard of the Chinese head tax, and so they didn't have a head tax on Japanese people because of this different relationship with the governments. It also meant that the Chinese for a long time only had men over here, whereas there was an increasing amount of settlement that